Yeah, I thought we played a great game. It was very balanced. Nezu did his thing. He's done it every time out for a while now. He was really, really good. Danny's zone was tight, but he was consistent with it, and so his misses were very competitive. They were just on the edges, but it cost him some pitch count stuff and a couple of walks, a couple of hit batters, but the stuff was crisp. It was firm. And he was able to locate 3 pitches when he absolutely needed to tonight. I thought we played great defense. I didn't realize we had no hitter going until I made the pitching change. I was just so focused on Jackson and the game. And then Coop comes out and uncharacteristically walks a couple of guys. And so I go out and I say, hey, look, we can't pitch off the scoreboard. Because at that point, too, you got a little cushion, but you're also wanting to protect that no-hit bid. And that's just not the way you do it. And he got refocused in, able to get a big double play turn out of Marshak. And then Coop went on to do his thing. I thought the hitters were just competed like savages again tonight against, for me, one of the top 2 arms in the league. I got a lot of respect for Wells. He's going to pitch for a long time. He's got great intent, great compete, and all 3 pitches are plus. But we've been able to battle him pretty good, and I'm proud of Big John because Wells got after him pretty good 2 weeks ago, and he was able to come up with a big 3-run home run with two outs, 2 strikes, and Jew's able to tack on for us, and then there was a huge walk, stolen base by Debo. I'd like to have, and then Rock came through with the double. I'd like to have the stolen base or the attempted steal a home back. I don't feel like our lead. We need about 5 more feet on our lead. Couple of close plays at the plate could have gone either way, but that's indicative of the way we've been playing. The boys are getting after it pretty good right now.
All right, Coach. Got a couple questions here from Zoom. First off, you talked about Jackson and his performance. 119 pitches. I mean, I'm assuming that was kind of an easy decision for you, after the walk. That late into the game.
I think it was a 2-out walk, maybe. Man, I hate those things. That late into the game, it's like, what are you doing? I mean, get another hitter. I know Coop can get him. And, it's not out of our realm if we keep playing well that we possibly bring some guys back too. So that might be as far as he's going this year, Nezu, but he's so athletic. And, I know he competed hard, but some of the pitches too, he wasn't under a tremendous amount of duress tonight. And it was a pretty easy decision.
And then going back to the Taylor home run, looks like on the broadcast what they're saying is that you pulled him aside for a little bit. Are you at liberty to discuss what you said? And
yeah, he was jumpy. Wellesley took his lunch money last time we played him, and pretty much made him like it. And I was feeding it to him pretty good yesterday at practice, trying to get him ready to go because I knew it was going to be a tough road to hoe again for him. And he was just sped up. He had quick feet. He was speeding Wells up more than what needed to happen. And when you face a power guy like that, you want to be slower. And I just walked down and said, hey, look, let's slow down. Let's try to play catch. And literally, let's catch him and then throw it back out there. And he was able to slow his feet down and get a little better timing. And it looked like he went down and got something.
And then how important do you think for the momentum of the game, but also for your team, do you think that shot was?
It was big. It was like bursting a balloon, right? Anytime you're in a tournament, it could be a conference tournament, it could be a regional, it could be a super. It's kind of like starting a year over again, right? So you want to get that big score. You want to get that big hit. And it kind of just it lets the air out a little bit and everybody can relax. And everybody saw the way Nezu was swinging or pitching and their swings against him. And when that happened, we felt pretty good about it.
Yeah, and I know this is a stat that, a lot of coaches don't love to see, but you only left 4 guys on base.
Yeah, I don't know that we had a tremendous amount of base runners, though. But yeah, I like to attack that one in the first. We had a chance to strike early, and he was able to punch Rocco out, and then we tried to steal home, which I would do again. We just needed a little better lead. But yeah, they were hard to come by tonight. I was proud of the 2-out walk by Debo, still second. and then Rocco comes through for us. But super proud of Big John Taylor, because that, you know, that matchup there has been one-sided, and for him to bounce back and respond, and you saw his swings consequently after that at bat, they got back more typical of who he is.
All right, Coach, and then final one here. You've beaten Texas State now 4 times in a row, last 4 games. How important is that, and how important do you think it is to get that first win and advance in the winners bracket?
It's more important to get the first win. To me, the first win in a tournament's the most important game, right? And we've won a lot of these. Thank you, Lord. He's blessed us to win a lot of tournaments. And the formula I always talk to our team about is you do whatever it takes to win the first one. I don't care if you got to use everybody on the ball club. And then the second game, that's that money game, because if you get that one, somebody's got to now beat you twice. But it's the first one. We're just not built right now to put ourselves that far behind the 8 ball from a pitching side of things. We would take a bunch of heroes. So I knew how big this first game is, and those guys are no dummies. They knew too. And so there was a little pressure, but like you said, when Big John hit that home run, it was everybody kind of let their hair down.
Yeah, Coach. Sorry, one more. Future matchup with Coastal Carolina. What do you think are the biggest keys for that matchup?
You've got to navigate their lineup, and it's, you know, pound for pound the best in the league, and put them in. And you know, there's a few really talented lineups in our league, and Coastal one and USM's another. You know, I think we have a very dynamic lineup. I'm not going to talk about us, but you've got to be able to navigate their lineup, and you've got to limit freebies. And, you know, you've got to continue to defend it, which we've done at a record-breaking pace all year. I think we filled at 982 on a year, and may have gone up tonight, I don't know. But that's the key. You know, we had 3 great games against them. And the first one we got after them, the second one they got after us, and then the third one we had a lead with 2 outs in the 9th. We had a 1-run lead, and Lucky jumped on a fastball and was able to run it out of the ballpark the other way, and they tied it up. And then we had to try to beat Sharkey, and which y'all saw today how good he is. And Rocco, I think that was it. Rocco ran him out of the ballpark, and Brown goes over the fence and brings it back. He robs it. I mean, it was a heck of a series, just like this Southern Miss series we just had. So there's some, you know, they keep announcing it here, but it's true. This league is a really, really good league this year. And I think it's just going to keep getting better and better and better. You know, I've heard them announce everybody's, you know, in the top 50 or 100, you know, RPI, and that's a rarefied air, man. That's there. I bet, you know, that you would have to go into some Power 5 conferences to find tournaments where it's that way. And so my point is, you got to navigate the lineup. You can't give freebies, and we got to battle our butts off at the plate, because that's an Omaha type team over there, I promise you.